Anyone who is going into the prison system or anticipates a sentencing hearing should be thinking about what steps he can start taking today to position himself for the best possible outcome. I have no doubt that if you're facing this kind of a challenge, or if you have a loved one facing this kind of a challenge, you're going to want to get the earliest possible release date, both starting at the sentencing hearing, but then continuing on through the administrative process that follows after the judge says, I hereby sentence you to the custody of the Attorney General. Or if you're going to a different jurisdiction, whatever that jurisdiction may be. We have 53 different criminal justice systems in the United States. My experience is with the federal system, but the guidance that I'm going to be providing is for anybody going into the system. And I'm going to share my screen right here and show you where you can get some resources to help you. 100% free. You'll see that right there on the homepage of prisonprofessors.org, where you can get free, accessible lessons to empower your pursuit of excellence. And what is excellence? Excellence is building a pathway to get you home at the soonest possible time. In order to position yourself for administrative relief, recognizing nobody can change the past, but you can start working to influence the system ahead and your pathway to the earliest possible release date, you're going to want to demonstrate why you're a great candidate for getting out. And so if I share this screen right here, you can see it at the top of the screen, just barely. It's covered up by my picture there. Let me see if I could just block my picture for a moment. Let's see if I block this camera right here. I think, yeah, you'll see there at the very top, there is a section that says profiles. Now, if you connect, if you click that profile, you will be able to go to a section and start building a profile. That's what I want you to be thinking about, and that's what I'm going to be covering through this this lesson plan that I'm making right here. Just a basic tutorial on how to build your profile. It'll take you, once you click that button up there at the top, right? This button up there at the top, profiles button, it's going to take you to this page right here where you can either build a profile or become a profile partner. But you may be wondering, why should I build a profile? The reason you want to build a profile is there are going to come times in your future where you have an opportunity to influence stakeholders in the system. And you want to build a pathway that will show what is different from the time the judge imposed sentence. In what ways have you worked to reconcile with society or to build a pathway that will advance you as a candidate for the earliest possible release date? Your profile will help you do that. And if you look at these various tutorials that we're offering here, you're going to see best practices on how to build a profile. You may have a question of, when should you build a profile? Okay, well, it's never too late. It's never too early to start building your profile. I would argue that if you're watching this video at the very start of the journey, learn as much as you possibly can and start building a case that would advance you as a candidate for an earlier release date, regardless what happens at sentencing. You have to demonstrate that you're on a path to prepare for success and you're a great candidate to be transitioning to either a work release program or to home confinement, which is what we are always advocating for. But we can only do so much. We need people inside demonstrating that they are better served in the community. And if you don't have assets, if you don't create your own self-advocacy plan, well, you're not nearly as strong of a candidate as if you do. So you want to identify how to develop your profile from prison. Well, there's two pathways. Ideally, you're going to create some profile partners, which you could very easily do just by clicking here, and you see you build a profile partner right there. But if you're home and you have the ability to start building right now because you have access to the internet, just click this button and you will go through a series of prompts that allow you to start building your profile right now. If you're going inside of the system, you may want to assign this task to somebody else, whether it's a family member, a friend, a series of people that you can count on to keep building, to helping you build a body of work that will advance you as a candidate for the earliest possible release date. This is not a one-size-fits-all. Every individual has the ability to build And my recommendation is that you learn as much as you can by going through these tutorials so that you could see what steps could you be taking today to build a pathway. And we are here to help you. If you don't have a family member or a loved one outside, then you could just work with us through the mail, and our team will help you. But best practices will be for you to identify somebody that you trust that can go forward and build a profile. And in the future videos, I'm going to get into those details. I just want to make these as short as I possibly can just to help you learn and understand why you should start building a profile. You want to build a profile to advance you as a candidate for the earliest possible release date, to demonstrate that you're moving forward with the CEO mindset. You identify what success is, you put a plan together, you prioritize your actions, and you work every day to advance yourself as a candidate for the earliest possible release date. Nobody can change the past, but every one of us can work to put ourselves in the pathway for new opportunities. I did 26 years in prison, and I'm an advocate for trying to change the system so that more people could work to earn freedom. I know that you can do that, but you can't do it by accident, and you can't do it by happy talk. I can only make you 3 promises. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm never going to ask you to do anything I didn't do. And 3, I am never going to charge anybody a penny for any of the resources that we make available here at prisonprofessors.org. So you can be a part of the solution by visiting us at prisonprofessors.org, simply clicking on that button there at the top. It's right there, profiles. Click on that button at the top, and that's going to get you on the pathway to start building your profile, which you could use later to advocate for yourself. I would encourage you, if you've got family and friends, have them follow us on social, subscribe to us, become a part of the movement toward changing the system so that more people could work to earn freedom. My name is Michael Santos, and I believe in you. Be cool.